Everyone knows Salento, but what you're about to see in this video, no. We're not talking about the usual crowded beaches, beach clubs with blaring music, or endless queues under the sun. Here we enter the most authentic, freest, and most surprising dimension of Puglia, the one that few truly tell. There's a hidden Salento made up of trails through the Mediterranean scrub, secluded coves, and access points you won't find on Google Maps. And yes, we're also talking about those areas where you can experience complete contact with nature, unfiltered with absolute respect for the environment and its rules. I'll show you 5 precise accesses, updated to 2026, with practical advice that can make the difference between a perfect day and a hefty fine or a pointless walk under the sun. If you want to discover the most authentic side of Salento and receive practical guides like this one, subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell. Here you will find only the information you really need without mincing words. Let's start with a key point. In 2026, Puglia took a significant step. A naturist beach was officially established in Termitosa. This isn't just symbolic news, but a clear sign of openness to more informed and respectful tourism. In Salento, however, the reality is different. There are areas where naturist practices have been tolerated for years, especially in isolated and less frequented locations. But be careful, this doesn't mean total freedom everywhere. Respect for protected areas, local regulations, and other visitors is essential. Here you don't improvise, you know the territory. Torre Guaceto is not just a beach. It is a protected ecosystem among the most important in southern Italy. Strategic access. The first mistake everyone makes? Stopping at the first entrances. The correct method in 2026 is to park in authorized areas and use the shuttle or a bicycle. Is it slower? Yes. But it's the only way to avoid penalties and truly enjoy the experience. Where to go, really? Past the Aragonese Tower and continue north? The further you go, the more everything changes. Clearer water, fewer people, total silence. Key detail 2026. Some areas may be closed for environmental protection or temporary activities. Ignoring the signs here is not an option. We're near Gallipoli, but the atmosphere here changes completely. The access is hidden. Walk through the pine forest, avoiding the first crowded areas. The quietest stretches towards Scoglio Tondo. Parking here is complicated in 2026. If you arrive after 9 a.m., you risk being stuck for an hour. The solution? Public transportation or an early arrival. The contrast between the deep green of the pine forest and the crystal clear sea creates a unique scene. It's one of those places where you truly understand why Salento is so famous. This isn't for everyone, but if you're looking for something different, this is the place. The main entrance is always crowded. True experts use secondary paths from the upper part of the Mediterranean scrub. Rock, fresh water, wild nature. No comfort, but a total experience. For those who love diving, silence, and zero distractions, you don't come here to be comfortable. You come to feel part of the place. At this point, I ask you, do you prefer a comfortable and accessible beach, or a more difficult to reach spot, yet completely immersed in nature? Let me know in the comments, because this choice completely changes the experience you'll have in Salento. An area that is often overlooked, but in 2026 it is attracting more and more attention. Avoid the equipped areas and look for the gaps between the dunes to the north. Wide open spaces, less tourist pressure, a more relaxed atmosphere. It's one of the few areas where you can still find a balance between accessibility and tranquility. It's not a single beach, but a strategy. The secret few use. In Salento, the wind decides everything. Tramontana winds head for the Ionian coast. Scirocco winds head for the Adriatic. Following this rule completely changes the quality of the sea you encounter. Enforcement has increased. Parking illegally is one of the most costly mistakes you can make. Many of these areas are completely isolated. If you don't bring water, the problem will arrive much sooner than expected. It's not just an ethical issue. In many areas, it's mandatory to follow specific rules. If this type of content really helps you organize your experiences without mistakes, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Here you'll find information that often goes unsaid, but which makes all the difference when you're on the spot. The Salento of 2026 isn't the one on postcards. It's the one you discover only when you know where to go, when to leave, and how to get around. The difference between an ordinary day and a memorable one lies entirely in the accesses you choose.